How's it going, Scrub Gamers? Welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today we have another episode of our previously in DBS series, where we go over the week's news all in one video at the end of the week, so you don't have to go day by day, you get on one go. And I can't remember if we had one last week, but we do have one this week, because it be in the, well, it might be a little bit late as well, because I've been trying to get it all sorted out. But we had a massive set dump from Bandai for set 3, so they did the same thing they did with set 2, where they started off putting out little bits, then they went straight to the SIs, then they went straight to like the secret rares and all stuff, showing us all the big shiny things, but didn't show us all like the commons and rares and stuff that actually make a difference and kind of like bring everything together. But they just dumped it all in once. We've got things like everything we get from the set, from the TPs, from like the upcoming next lot regional stuff, so we've got a load to go over, and even like the rest of the starter deck stuff that we never got shown because they got halfway through it and thought, nah, we'll carry on and go on to the third set. So we're going to go over this week, so do stay tuned for that, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It keeps you updated with my videos as when they drop, and also by clicking on the notification bell, you can then get alerts to my videos when they drop, to get, well, to basically watch them there and then, or at a later time that suits you. So we're going to get into it now, so let's have a check out and start off like we normally do, going through the colours, starting off with red. So we're going to go through it. And we'll start off with, start with all the leaders first, kind of see what we've got, because we also seen the alts, but they didn't kind of give them out properly in just a card form like you see here. Like they give us normal arts we've got for the 5 leaders from the main set. We have Jiren covering for red. So we finally get like Universe 11 stuff and Pride Troopers, which is great. Managed to get the Pride Troopers trait, kind of benefits to that. We also get Goku taking over for blue. So once again, a never Goku lead. We've got Goku lead. I think, how many Goku leads do we have? We had 3 in red out of, well, even if you think about it, like with 3 sets, over half the leaders in red are Goku, which just seems mad. And so they decided to put Goku in a different color, but in blue, so Goku's got a never leader, but in blue, like, sure, he's in main set, but at least now he's out of the red now, so it's not taking over red for, like, the kind of leaders. So I thought they were going to go through the whole thing and going through red with every different form of Goku, which would have been really ridiculous, but they put Goku in blue. Even though it doesn't mesh well as a leader for the kind of thing, because it's all about Satan City and like the the Satan City stuff, which Goku was never really part of there for. So it should have been Great Saiyan Man, but that's a whole different topic. We got green covering the Saiyan Saga, going with Piccolo. Finally, get a Piccolo leader in the game, and I'm hyped for that. I thought we were going to get it last set, but then we get it for a set. Just have to wait for a little bit longer, but we finally get Piccolo. We also get Boo in yellow. That's pretty cool. So another pretty interesting yellow leader that has like an end of turn effect, and it's yellow, introducing as well barrier to the game. And then we finally get black joining the game. So we finally get a 5th color that was shown on the pentagram, and we get GT. So black is covering GT, which is quite nice. And we're even getting characters as well. We never even got a Masters in black for Fusion World, so that's kind of like one kind of up Fusion World has. And we got SS4 Goku as the Awakened Side leader for black. We also do get alts, because as I said, they did drop the alts for the leaders as well, so you got to get to see what the alternative art looks like. But they did in like little videos, which were like not great. Like get something in person, but you don't really get the benefit of all those like little screenshots. So finally, we got like a look at them. So you got like these are the alt arts, which actually do look really nice. Like I'm like hyped for Jiren. Jiren looks a lot better in this way, but like it's going whole for the punch. And then you get Goku kind of powering up in his Super Saiyan form with like the halo over, kind of like powering up. And then you got Piccolo, like basically flexing as he's about to smack down Red-X, which is quite cool. And Boo looks a lot better, like more detail in the background, like we've seen some other ones do, rather than have like all this like flashy stuff, like gold flashing, swirling everywhere. And you got some clouds behind him, which is like he's actually like powering up with his little puff coming out. And then Goku performing a Kamehameha as well for his like art, which is pretty nice. We also do see all the SRs. We don't know all the SRs now, and we can see that we had 12 SRs and 5 different colors to come over. So obviously it seemed like black was going to get 3 of the SRs, or at least a majority of the SRs, like well more than just 2, because it's a brand new color, it needs to kind of catch up. It's 2 sets behind the rest of the colors, and we didn't know if we were going to give 2 to every color, but then black double the SRs, so they get 4, and then everyone else get 2. We decided to go 3 and 3 and gave red the kind of the color that gets the extra SR. So you can see they got 3 SRs, 4 red, being 1 for Jiren, Toppo, and Vegeta. Pretty nice ones as well. And then for black, you got the 3 as well, being like Goku, GT, Bardock, and Paz. So they kind of put some support in the starter deck, like they did with set 1, when they put like main deck support for the starter decks in there. They got the same thing for Bardock in this, because Bardock is the black starter deck. And then you got 2 for the other ones. So you got Videl and Gohan, like looking like Great Saiyan Man for what is Great Saiyan Man costume, like mostly anyway. For blue, you got Piccolo and Goku because they teamed together to fight Raditz for green, and then you got Maj Vegeta versus Boo in the yellow ones. We always get the arts once again. The old arts were shown like a little kind of like spinning videos and stuff. It wasn't great to kind of see like the stacked pictures. And we got the alts here, and they look quite nice. Some more than others. Some look quite meh. Some look amazing. Like Jiren finally getting an SPR. Hasn't not got an SPR in Masters. Like Jiren's been around for like a good while in Masters, and it's never got an SPR nor a secret. But then not every character gets a secret rare. But we've never had like an SPR for Jiren, even if he's had some pretty nice cards. But we finally get one in Fusion Wars. Fusion Wars doing like a lot of things that you would hope to get from Masters, but they haven't bothered doing. Like get an SPR for Jiren, some other characters that kind of people do want, or like niche ones that they just haven't done, even though you got like time to do it. But like we get an SPR for Jiren, we get one for Toppo as well, looking pretty cool, and it's got destruction form. And then Vegeta when he's just taking out Toppo. The black ones, we've got cool ones. So we've got Goku going to SS3, like proper powering up. Bardock doing his Spirit Cannon, like fighting against Frieza, and then Pan just saying no or something, or shouting at something. And then you got some pretty nice arts for the other ones. Like got Goku, like probably the nicest like alt arts for the SRs are probably the Green Goku and the Boo one as well. Boo with Babylon's back. Piccolo's also look pretty nice with the doing his special beam cannon. That's pretty cool. But those are like probably the better looking ones. Like not the best for this sets batch, but they do have some pretty nice ones. So we'll go into red and have a look at the cards. So we'll start off with some cards from the Jiren's kind of theme, because we actually got like you get with any set, you get some cards that go in it to kind of mesh well, not like completely melt like proper archetypes you get with Masters, but have some synergy like with traits and stuff. Like get the characters too. Because since Jiren is the leader for red, you kind of do have to have some stuff, like some characters sporting the same archetype or trait. So we've got things for like the Pride Troopers, all of the Bad Troopers on there, and also Universe 11 stuff. Like we got a Searcher in Kai. So Kai is a 1-cost Searcher, 5/5 for its stats and for its power and combo, and he's got an on-play where you look at top 5 cards of your deck, reveal any one card with a cost of 4 or less, and Pride Troopers and special traits, add to your hand and put the rest of the bottom of your deck in random order. So basically a Searcher for the Pride Troopers, 4 or less, which is basically all of them outside of super combo, because why would you be allowed to look for super combos? But I don't want to do that. And then with that as well, we've got some pretty nice ones that kind of help you like spam out the board with Pride Troopers for some effects, and also as well as that, kind of help you awaken quickly with Jiren, like get your awakening in, because you've got Casserole and Vaughn. So Casserole is a 3-cost 20k, while Vaughn is a 2-cost 15k, and Casserole with pretty good stats and effects, just comes in a 5k combo, whilst Vaughn comes with a 10k combo, which is quite beneficial. They both have on plays, and Vaughn is also a blocker, and Casserole's effect is on play. You can, if you want to, add up to 1 card from your left to your hand, and then you can play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less with Pride Trooper and special traits from your hand. And Vaughn is a 2-cost, and what Vaughn does is on play is add up to 1 card from your left to hand. So you have these two together in your hand where you've got 3 resources with Jiren. You can play out Casserole, take a life, play out Vaughn, and Vaughn will come down, take a life. So you're taking 2 life to kind of awaken it a bit quicker. So you can even, that's kind of like what Mai does for blue, but that costs 1 and is an SR. These are just like, rare and uncommon. You got for red, then to kind of get you down to Jiren. Jiren's awakening, so he's stronger, and then you can get more draw from when he's awakened with your Jiren combo. So those are some, and then we got some more Pride Troopers. So we got Kunchi, we got Zorei, and we got Dispo. So these quite ones that are more niche, but also quite nice. You got a 2-cost in Kunchi being a 15k with a 10k combo, and then you got the 1 cost being Zorei and Dispo, both being 15k with 5k combo. So Kunchi is quite nice because on play you can choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with 25k power or less, and it can't attack your opponent's next turn, so you can hold off things attacking. That is nice, not amazing, but it's nice, especially since you can play it off of what's his face? Casserole. Yeah, you can play off Casserole if you want. And then you got Zorei, which is basically the Pride Trooper version of Jace. Because he's got a permanent where during your turn, if you have a total of 3 or more cards of Pride Troopers in special traits when you're leader and battle cards, then this card gets plus 5k power. So it's actually like Jace, but for the Pride Troopers. Jace does the exact same thing, same cost, same power, same stats, same amount of effect, but Ginyu Force rather than Pride Troopers. And you got Dispo here with his effect is a 1k effect, and it allows you to choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards and give it minus 5k power for the turn. So not anything to write home about, but it is a card, and it's a Pride Trooper. Then you also have some skillless. So in course in red, you're going to get some skillless, and I think almost every color has free skilllesses. Majority of them do. I think yellow only gets one. Green gets 4, maybe. I think even blue gets 3. But yeah, reds are all red and all come in the form of paratroopers. So you got Tupper as the 1-cost skillless, Kettle as a 2-cost skillless, and then Topo as the 3-cost skillless. And once again, with skilllesses, they basically have a base of like 1,000 for the 1,000 power for the power, and then an extra 5k for every cost of the card. So if they're 1 cost, they're 15, 2 cost 20, 3 cost 25, and they also have maximum like power and power and combo for their cost, but have no skills. So basically nothing to talk about. They're all common, and they're just skillless cards. But then also you do have some there's 2 other extra cards we did not see, and they're pretty nice ones, pretty good ones, because you've got double cannon maximum, which is as the casserole and dispo. On the art is also a Pride Trooper in Universe 11, so it's a card you kind of find with Kai, and it's a little battle trick. It's a 1-cost activate battle where choose your leader or up to 1 of your battle cards, and it gets plus 15k power for the battle. Then, if you control a total of 3 or more cards with Pride Troopers in the special traits among your leader and battle cards, so if you're playing Jiren, you can have your leader and then 2 other Pride Troopers on board, you can trigger this, and then your leader gets 5k power for the turn. So you can turn Jiren from a 25k base to a 30k base, essentially by using this and outcoming a combo power, even if you're using, like, say, even if you're using it to defend a battle card, you can use this to then power up your lead. You also then have the greatest showdown of all time as another extra card, a 5-cost extra hero, quite expensive. So really expensive, but what it allows you to do is an activate main. It's use one of your opponent's battle cards and give it minus 20k power for the turn, so weaken something. Most likely you want to kill anything, but at least weaken something so you can actually run over it. And then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less, and the universe and a special trait from your hands. That could be any, for anyone, because it just has a universe and a special trait. So it could be universe 11, universe 7, universe 6, universe 3. As long as it's got a universe and a number there, you can play out with this, which is pretty nice. It just has to be a 4 or less, and a majority of them are 4 or less, outside I think some specific ones. And then you have also some legacy support. So there are some cards they brought in to kind of support older decks. You have Goku here, which supports the Universe 7 Goku a lot better. You have Hit here, which cannot support the leader specifically, but is more support for Universe 6, and also supports the Hit extra card we had for set 1. And you got Beerus, which supports the Beerus leader. Because you got Son Goku, and he's a pretty nice one. 3 costs 25k, 5k power, and when attacking, if there's a battle card with 30k power or more, you draw 1 card. So in the shortest score of anything, you can have any other battle card in play that's 30k power, and then swing with this, trigger its effect draw, which is really nice. Or in Universe 7, which is why I say it supports that leader more, is because that one, when awakened, boosts during your turn all your Universe 7 battle cards by 5k. And considering he's a Universe 7 card, when you play him out, he's a free cost, 25k, but he gave 5k from the leader, so it means when he swings, he checks himself as a 30k power card, so he draws 1 straight away. So automatically easy draw, just including himself in that one. But ever decks, you need to kind of either boost himself up or have something else 30k power in your battle area, or battle card with 30k power, the trigger is a draw, which is still pretty good. You still can trigger it easily, but it means more work than just having the leader boost himself. You also have a hit here, which is a 2-cost 20k, 5k like this SR, but has a different effect than the SR and is only uncommon. And that is when attacking, if your leader is awakened, if your leader is awakened during this turn, the next time you use an extra card that will cost a 3 or less and you risk 6 in a special trait from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. So you basically free play out that the hit extra card that lets you pop anything on your opponent's board up to the cost of 35 power in total. And then you got this free cost Beerus. It's a free cost 20k, 10k combo, some pretty good stats. 20k for free cost, it's not too bad. It still hits most leaders, not all of them, because there's only 3 leaders that have 25, which is Jiren, Zamasu, and Broly. 10k combo is pretty nice, and it's got an on-play allowing you to add a card from your life to your hand, so Self-Awakening, which is great for Beerus, can help you awaken so you can start drawing. And it's also got a nice little effect to kind of cheat out the SR Beerus as well, the SR from the main set, from the first set. Because it's got activate main by paying 1 and placing this card in his drop as the cost. If your leader is a God of Destruction, which currently only Beerus is, in red anyway, then you can play up to a Beerus with 35k power from your hands, which is specifically, it's got to be with 35k power specifically, not lower or anything like that. And you bring up the SR, which then could nuke your opponent's board at 25k or less. So it's quite a nice way you can bring it, then cheat that out for 1 less, because it costs 3 and then 1 for this. Or if you had to set round from turn 3 and then get on turn 4, you can then do it for 1, which is pretty nice. Especially since this is helping you awaken as well, so it can help you awaken to your leader side, so you can kind of weaken anything that's higher out, so you can kind of get better at board wipe. Not only that, but you also have legacy support in Universe 6 cards. So Universe 6 still doesn't have a leader, but has a lot of cards. Like, it is crazy how in this game you've got, I think it is 4 Universe 7 cards, being the Torrent Power Goku, the Star Goku, the Universe 7 Goku, and the BRS, and then 1 Universe 11 trait lead. So you've got 4 Universe 7 leads, a Universe 11 lead, but no Universe 6 lead to go with all the Universe 6 cards we've got. We've got a load of Universe 6 cards, but no leader to kind of go with it, and that just seems really, really dumb. Like, that just seems stupid. Like, really, like the Universe 7 Goku could have been a Universe 6 leader instead, boosting up Universe 6 cards, say Universe 7 cards, and that would have been quite nice to go with it with the Universe 6 cards, because currently it just goes, like, lies around doing nothing outside of being little niche, like, helpful cards in the other universes, which is not great. But then you've got these 2 cards that kind of go well with the Universe 6 trait, also well with the Kefla, and kind of ways that recur Kefla and have something good to play out with Kefla. Because it's got Kaba here. Kaba is the one that recurs, and then Kefla is the kind of one you want to play off the Kefla. Because Kaba is a free cost 20k, well, they're both free cost 20ks, but Kaba has 10k combo, whereas Kefla has 5k, and they both have on-play effects. So Kaba's one is on-play if your leader is awakened, and up to 1 non-Kaba battle card with a cost of 4 or less, and total power and its special traits from your drop to your hand, which means you can grab back the Kefla that free plays out, the 4 cost, that's now limited by if it's taken out, or you on your turn you combo off so you can get it back with Kaba and play it back out. You can do it, you can kind of recur that rather than have to use Hidden Arrogance. And then you got Kefla here, which is the right one to bring out, because then it's got on play where you choose 2 of your battle cards with Universe 6 and the special traits, and they get 5k power for the turn. So you can choose itself and the Kefla that brings it out. So you can go Kefla, bring this out, or draw a card, bring this out, and then choose both of them to gain 5k. So one to be 30k, one to be at 25k, which is good enough to pressure most leaders. Pretty nice one there. And I think that is all the red stuff, I am pretty sure. And we go on to blue cards. So blue got a load of stuff, and there are some pretty nice ones that we didn't get to see, but we're seeing them now. So as you saw with red stuff, a load of good stuff to kind of bring Jared Talera as a pretty nice leader, and also some pretty nice legacy support. And we got the kind of same thing with blue as well. We didn't really see much out of it. So we've got here Whis, which is got the Angel trait, Kibito the Attendant trait, and then Shin the Supreme Kai, all very nice ones. Shame none of them have a God, but they've kind of split that into different kind of traits now. They don't just God for anything, or if they do is like God Destruction or like more specific giant traits, to kind of like allow things to mesh less with other things. And you got Whis here being a Whis being a 1 cost 5k with 10k combo, having a permanent where if you have 3 or less life, it gains blocker. So it could be a blocker in hand. And it could be blocker on board if you have 3 or less life, which can be useful. Cheap blocker. Plus 10k combo as well. And it's got on play where you can discard 1 card from your hand and draw cards. You can kind of filter your hand through to set up things as well, like kind of dig through deeper. You got Kibito here just being a simple cantrip, so never cantrips. You got with Trunks, you got Kibito's never cantrip. Not as much synergy compared to Trunks, but still a nice cantrip. It's nice to get more. I think every color now has 2 cantrips, at least with this set now. Every color's got 2 cantrips. Whereas before it was just red that had a second cantrip from set 2. Every color's got an extra cantrip now. Then you got Shin being a 2 cost 15k with 10k combo, and he's got an on play where you're allowed to look at your opponent's deck and place the card on top of the deck at the top or bottom of his owner's deck, so you can kind of mess with decks that want to see a specific card on top, or like decks like Bardock which like want to see a certain card on top, and you can see if it's the card they didn't want to see, keep it there. If it's a card they don't want to see or do want to see, bottom deck it. Things like that. Not amazing, but then there could be more synergy for that in future, but currently not so much. Then we've got some more Goten and Trunks cards. We've got some more options for the whole like blue stuff, like little blue package of like Trunks, Goten, and Gotenks. And also you got a Krillin as well. So Goten is a new Goten who's a 2 cost 15k 10k combo, whereas Trunks is a 2 cost 20k 5k combo. They both have on plays, and Goten here is on play if you have 7 for your cards in your hand, draw a card. So it's kind of a cantrip, just better. It's more like it's a 2 cost cantrip with a good combo power, but not the greatest amount of power. And then Trunks is on play if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, reduces cost by 1 for the turn. Now, there seems to be a never theme to like blue here now, where it's can be reducing power kind of thing, and it kind of goes with like what Vegito does in there, and like also some other card. Like a lot of it with blue is wants to bounce and bottom deck things, and has the whole 7 or more cards at hand kind of feature, which is a feature on all these cards here. Because even like Goten needs a cantrip only if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, so it keeps your hand. Doesn't help you go up above, but keeps you around that mana size. And even this one, reducing the cost of a card on board, can help you when it comes to like bottom deck and stuff, or like bouncer stuff, because most of blue's removal is down to cost, whereas like red's is power, and then no other color really has like I think black also does have like a cost kind of restriction, but his removal is all about cost, like what kind of cost it has. But blue has the ability to kind of like get more cards to kind of reduce the cost. So Trunks being that, but then it's still 2 cost. You have to pay even more to then play a card that then removes something of certain cost. So that's the thing. But then still has more options. There's also more options for the Gotenks package. And then we got Krillin being a 2 cost 15k 10k combo, just like Goten. But then his effect is on play. If you have 7 or more cards, or 7 or fewer cards in your hand, your leader and itself gain 5k power for the turn. So like a little boost, but it's not great. If you can play this defensively, that would be nice, but unfortunately you can't, I don't think. Then we got some more cards. We got some like kind of legacy support in the Trunks here, but then there's not much that seems like legacy support are specifically for all the leaders. It's more for just a little bit if it is or not really. So you got like nothing here for Goku Black at all. But no, Goku Black didn't get anything new in blue for this set. But then kind of Trunks kind of did. But I don't think anything for Vegeta except from like a Bulma here. So you got Goku here being a both Trunks and Goku being both 2 cost 20ks with 5k combo that have effects. And then you got Bulma here being a 1 cost 5k with 10k combo. So Goku's is when attacking, you draw a card, then you place 1 card from the hand at the top of your decks, kind of mimicking what your leader does for the new set, the Goku leader, but then more just drawing 1 and pop back something, which could be useful for like some of the support or for say in City, but also allowing you nice to be able to put back on top of your deck a card you want to charge at the beginning of the next turn if you're not going to access it anymore. So then like put it back the card you don't care about or isn't useful at the time. You're going to just charge next turn, put it back onto your deck so you can draw it, charge it, and carry on for your next turn. Pretty nice way to do. And also one of the few bits that has a Netherworld because he's technically the only dead character at this time. And you got Trunks' future here. His effect is activate main. Choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 2 or less and place it at the bottom of his opponent's deck, and then place this card at the bottom of his opponent's deck. So it's kind of a nice bit of removal here, really specific at 2 costs or less. But if you've got like cards to kind of reduce costs, you can kind of bottom deck bigger things. Like if you've got 6 energy and you've got 2 of those Trunks, you can play out both of them, reduce the cost of like a Jiren for against that red, and then play this to then bottom deck it, and you bottom deck a 4 cost while keeping this at the bottom of your deck. And then you got Time Machine to kind of bring this back to use it again, which is more synergy for that card. And then Bulma's is activate main once per turn. You discard a card from your hand, and at the end of your turn, you draw a card. So it's like a nice little balancing where you kind of discard a card, but it's not until the end of the turn you get to draw a card, which again, it could be a dud, it could be useful, we don't know yet. But that is some blue cards. Then we also got some other ones that are pretty nice. So we get Beerus here, being a 2 cost 20k with no combo power, and having a nice effect where on play, you can choose one of your metal cards with a cost of 3 or more KO it, so you can kind of like trigger some of your own things that have 1 KO effects. And then if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. So it's a nice way to kind of trigger some of your 1 KO effects, which is quite cheap to do, 2 costs. And also as a way to get more draws, like even in KO one of your other cards. It's got to be 3 or more, which it's going to be costly because you have to, like, you can't really cheat out too much, but you can cheat out like skilllesses with that Videl card for set 2. But then you can swing in that, then pop it with this, kind of get more cards, kind of cycle through a bit better, but it doesn't seem that consistent. And then you've got some nice crit pressure from Vegeta and Piccolo being Vegeta being a 2 cost 20k 5k, and then Piccolo being a 3 cost 20k 5k 10k, and they both have criticals. When they do damage, they make your opponent crit, and then Piccolo, rather than have 25k power to have like the maximum kind of power it can have for its cost, it's just got 20k and then 10k combo, so it's still threatening most leaders, it's not the 25k ones. And Vegeta also has basically Vegeta is the blue version of Kefla, where it's a 2 cost 20k 5k combo, critical, and on play you can take a life if you want to. It's pretty nice there, pretty nice support for blue. And then you've got the skillness cards in blue, so you don't get a 1-cost skillness in blue, you get a 2 to 4. So you get Videl as a 2-cost, Gohan as the 3-cost, and also Great Saiyan Man as a 4-cost. So like the difference between Gohan and Great Saiyan Man to like differentiate is when he's actually got the helmet on and full white gear on. But then if he's not got the helmet on and you can see his face, you see it's Gohan, he's Gohan. But if you can't see his face, he's Great Saiyan Man. So that's the kind of difference. But they also aren't all skillnesses with Satan City, so you've got even free like some skillnesses to go with that for Videl for set 2. Kind of have that to kind of spam out the board with Satan City cards. Speaking of Satan City cards, you do have some more. Like these are like the only cards you get for Satan City in his set that we haven't seen yet, which is those ones along with a Razor and whatever her name is, and technically the Videl SR and the Gohan SR. Then these, so not too many Satan City cards, but some, including the field as well. And you got Hercule, which is a 1-cost 5k with 10k combo, and it's got effect when attacking. So you have to attack with this, which is only a 5k. So you're going to have to put some combo on it if you want to actually put some pressure on. Or unless you just want to trigger it when attacking, which is reveal the top card of your deck. And if the reveal card has Satan City in its special traits, which you can always set up thanks to the Goku leader, then you choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, reduces its cost by 2 for the turn. So you're not putting any pressure, you're not getting any power or anything, but you're reducing the cost by attacking off something by 2 or less. You can make something cheaper to kind of bottom deck or bounce back the hand using some of your effects. But then you have to attack with it and you're losing a 10k combo, which is not the greatest. And you got a combo up just to do some pressure, which if you need it to reduce your hand down to 7 to trigger some effects, you could do. But it's not amazing and it's a rare. And then you got the extra cards. You prefer girls with short hair, the kind of thing that Videl says to Gohan when she thinks he kind of likes her, and just because of cuts hair anyway. But it's an activate main where if you have 3 or more cards with Satan City in the special traits in your battle area, so kind of a reason kind of spam out Satan City cards, you get the draw 3 cards, then place 1 card from your hand on top of your deck. So you basically get the +1 off this because you get the draw 3 and then bottom deck 1. So you basically using up this, which is 1 card out of your hand, drawing 3, so you got a +2, and then bottom decking cards, so you get a +1 off this, which is still not too bad. But your leader does the same thing, swings, draw a card. So, but you get the sort of free cards, which is quite nice. And even set up a Satan City card on your deck, on top of your deck for like the fill card or Hercule here. So those are the blue cards. We got some of the green cards now, and we get to see what kind of like support Piccolo has. And it's not too bad because we got Kami here, which Kami just feels disappointing because it could have been a better searcher, but then not every searcher has to be phenomenal, which we've seen some get lackluster. And Kami is still a pretty decent one because it's a 1-cost, 1-cost 5k combo. Where on play, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and revolt to 1 Piccolo, not Namekian, Piccolo, and add to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Like this would be a lot better if it was a Namekian, because then not only would it be able to search for Piccolo cards and Namekians, or even like Kami himself, or himself as a one, or it could have been like Basil, where a Namekian, look for a Namekian that's not a non-Kami Namekian, rather than like to basically keep it so you can't search itself, and then basically just grab it, and it could allow you to get this Days of Training as well, because this is a Namekian card as well as a new trait of training, be allowing you to find Piccolo specific kind of ramp card that it gets to kind of like, because each green deck has a specific ramp card to them, and mostly specific ramp card to them. And Day's Training is for Piccolo because the Piccolo here, this is a skillless one. One of many skillless cards green gets in this set. And Day's Training is the ramp because it's a free cost with 3 specified green, so you can tell it is a ramp card when it's got that high specific cost. And it's got 2 effects. It's got an activate main and activate battle. Now the activate main is your ramp because if your leader is Piccolo, you have the top card of your deck to your energy and rest mode. Basically, does the same as Destructive Strength, except you don't get the energy to use straight away, and it's not a searchable. So that one's better, but then this also has an extra effect, which is active battle, and this is one that messes pretty well with Piccolo because it's choose your leader up to one of your battle cards, and it gets 40k power for the battle. So that's a good amount of power. That's 40k for free energy, which is still pretty good to kind of push through. Especially if you like dropped a big boss monster the turn before and you have this at the turn and the boss monster survives, you're swinging that again and putting like an android's swing with an, or if you've got 9 energy, put an android swing with it and giving it an extra 40k power, make it 100k. No, not 100k. 80k, that's it. 80k for 9 energy and an 80k double striker for 9 energy could be pretty nice. Add a couple of combos on it, could be winning the game with it. That's pretty nice there. Like the fact that it can be used like in both sense, where it's not like it's just dead in your hand, like what was it, Destructive Strength. could be actually quite handy, especially with the FEMA Piccolo being allow the leader to swing and push damage. That way it can restand swing again. Quite cool. Because it's for the it's only for the battle, not for the turn, so it's not as beneficial as a special beam cannon. Then we got some other cards. We got some more like kind of ways to ramp. So we got more Earthlings, more good Earthlings for the cell extra that can ramp, and also run it as another way to ramp. Because you got Bulma being the new cantrip for green, being an Earthling as well, so very nice one to go to sell stuff. Get an Earthling, draw one card, one blade. And Roshi being a quite nice one that kind of recycle any of these extra cards you kind of like Gigantic Meteor, being like any extra you kind of ramp from your ramp cards that you don't want to put in there, but they just ramp on top of your deck, and getting them back can make use of it, or ramping up some cards that you want to get back that are extra cards because it's on play. Same stats as Bulma, one cost 5k, 5k. And on play, you can return one extra on your energy. So you normally go tapping the extra card in your energy you want to get back to play this card. And then you add the top card of your deck to your energy in rest mode. So you return the extra card from your energy to your hand, then ramp from the top of your deck in rest mode. So you kind of get back some of your extras. So if you use extra to ramp and it goes into your energy, then you can get it back with this, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then Raditz is in the ramp because you can see he's got the free specified green. Free cost 20k Faki combo, and on play you can KO one of your Earthling only battle cards with a cost of 1 or less as the cost. And if you do, add the top card of your deck to your energy. So you can play out Bulma, like say if you're going second, you got the energy marker, you can play out Bulma turn 1 and turn 2, play out Raditz, KO Bulma, ramp to the top of your deck, and then you've got Raditz to attack with or even combo power. Like it's nice to get some of these cards that actually help you ramp, that actually have combo power as well, so you can actually use them, they're not dead in hand like Destructive Strength is. Then you also got some more cards like kind of legacy port. You got cards that support some older stuff. Like you got Android 17 here supporting any of the Android decks being Cell and Android 17 because of the free cost, 20k power, 5k combo, and on play you can choose one fill card with Android special traits. From your battle area, switch to active mode so you can restand your the Jiro's Lab to kind of ramp more. And that's one that kind of ramps but doesn't take away from it. Like increase the size of your energy but doesn't increase the amount of energy you have for the turn, just increases the size of your energy without really negging your energy. And then you have the ScrubGames, which you can kind of ready so you can rest it again to then look at the top card of your deck and either ramp it or add it to your hands and get pretty nice effects from both those Android decks, which is really good. Then you got Cell here being a 5 cost 20k with a 10k combo, and he's a blocker. And he's also got Effect 1k, where you can choose up to one card with a cost of 4 or less in the battle area, either yours or your opponent's, and add it to your energy and rest mode. So you can swing with something 4 or less, have this as blocker, block with it, KO it, and then put that card in your energy and rest mode. So you can kind of ramp your own or your opponent's card, which is pretty nice. It can be removal for your opponent's stuff as well, but it's got to be KO'd, which there are ways around that. And you got Cell here as being like the Cell deck's answer to, well, specifically just a Cell deck's answer to Yellow, where it had a hard time doing it before. It now has a way to do it. Because an 8 costs 50k with 0 combo power, so whopping power, bigger than even Broly, but then 0 combo power like most of the big bosses like that. High costing 8 as well, but then you're trying to ramp up that point in the Cell anyway. It's got 2 effects. It's got a when played and when KO'd effect. So on play, during your turn, if your leader is Cell, you choose all cards with cost of 6 or less in your opponent's battle area and add them to the owner's energy in rest mode. So while you are ramping a yellow deck by putting all their cards in the battle area to the bottom of to their energy, you're still having it out to things like Vegeta, which are basically Green's main way to kind of take out boards is by KOing. But Yellow has a Vegeta, which while it's in rest mode, while cards in rest mode, it can't be KO'd by card effects. So that means you have to attack into it. It's hard to do that when your opponent just is defending with like basically comboing out with your swings, because you combo and then they combo after, so they can always try to get combo out and always protecting it and then pushing out aggro, and you can't deal with their board. But Cell's a nice way to do it now by getting around that by ramping it instead. And while you are ramping increasing energy, you're still dealing with the whole board they've got, and they got re-established that they kind of deal with you. While you still got the 50k, can just swing hard at them next turn. And also, when it's KO'd, you can place one of your energy in his own drop, and if you do, place a card from your drop in rest mode. So you can this card doesn't die unless you bomb deck it minus it, or just basically freeze it. Then you also got the complete change. So I know we've seen already Bubbles and Gregory, but you finally see the North Kai. So you see King Kai and what he actually does. So it's kind of like a blocker chain, because they all have blocker. They all kind of increase themselves. Like they got their power is their cost times 5k. So Bubbles is a 1 cost 5k, Gregory is a 2 cost 10k, and then King Kai is a 3 cost 15k. And while Bubbles has no common power, at least Gregory and North Kai have 10k each. and Bubbles is what starts off the combo before it gets to King Kai. So they all have 1k. Well, Gregory and Bubbles have 1k effects when they're KO'd. You play up to the next one of a certain cost in your hand. So Bubbles, when KO'd, will play Gregory to cost 2 or less from your hand. Well, will cost a 2 from your hand, which is this Gregory. And then Gregory, when KO'd, will play North Kai with cost of 3 from your hand. So you have that. And they're all King Kai's planet, with King Kai also being a Kai. And in King Kai's effect is when blocking, so not when KO'd, when blocking. Because it's got blockers, so it can always trigger that. If you have a 6, and also if it does survive, you can do it again. If you can restand it, or if it survives, you can keep doing it more and more. So just when blocking, if you have 6 or more energy, add up to 1 card with a cost of 5 or 6 when you drop to your hand, so you can get back some of those bigger cards. It's got to be 5 or 6. You can get back things like the Goku at ramp. So you can get back the Gohan that pops 4 or less. You can get back the Android SR. You can get back Piccolo. You can get back Goku. You can get back some nice things. Just not, or even like some double strikes and stuff, things like that. It's pretty nice cards, but yeah, not I think bigger, not like the big boss cards. You also got the skill list. So like you've always seen at Piccolo's 2 costs. I think the green ones go from a huge range because you've got like I think you've got 1, 2, 3. 6 and then 7s. So you've got some high cost extra skills, but then green does have some big costed skillless cards, which seems weird and pointless. But you've got Gohan here, Gohan Youth as a 1 cost. You've got Goku's a 2 cost. Of course, you've got Piccolo as a 3 cost, and you've got Nappa as a 6 cost, being a 40k skills. And then we also have it, but you have more synergy with the 7 cost because 7 cost is Vegeta, with Raditz as well being a 6 cost 35k. So Raditz has no combo power, but it's 6 cost 35k, and then you have Vegeta being a 7 cost 45k skillless. And then Raditz is here because he has some synergy with Vegeta, because he's a blocker, huge costing, huge power, but he's also got effect on when KO'd. You can look at 5 cards from the top of your deck and play up to 1 skillless battle card with a cost of 7 or less, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in a random order. So that is pretty nice. Like, it's a big guy, but then you want to kind of have him the kind of block with, and if you can't restand him, then you're going to want to not be attacked with him, just block. But then you start blocking with something that's 35k, so even if they do kill it, you then trigger this, and he looks at top 5 cards of your deck. So not very wide into your deck, but still looks at top 5 and plays out a skillless for free that costs 7 or less to down, so you can bring your hit Vegeta or Nappa, still being good cards to hit off of its effect, but very reduced cost. And if you find there's no skillless, that sucks. If you find a very weak skillless to like have more options, then that kind of sucks too. But that is green. We go on the yellow, so we get yellow cards and see what kind of synergy Majin Buu has with his cards, and we kind of see what the Babadis do. Plus, we also see more of the Wicked Soul cards, because those are the ones that kind of, if the 2 or less, can be played off of Buu, and kind of see what they kind of do. So we've got Babidi here, we got 2 of them. We got a 1 cost, well, both 2 costs, both 5k combo, but one's 5k and one's a 10k combo. Well, they're both 5k power. And you've got 2 cost the first 2 cost Babidi with 5k power and combo has barrier. So the second card we've seen has barrier, but I think it's only 2 cards that have barrier, and they're cards that kind of will stay around forever if they are on board. And this one has an auto once per turn. When an opponent's battle card attacks with a cost of 3, you can draw 1 card. So that probably seems amazing. Like, your opponent just attacks with a 3 cost, you draw a card. That's amazing, but it's only on cards that cost 3 or cost 3, not 3 or less, not 3 or more. Just cost 3, so your opponent swings with a 1 cost, 2 cost, or even anything 4 or higher, you don't draw. But if they attack with something that costs 3, you get the draw. So that's amazing. It would be probably better if it was your cards that cost 3, because you can have that build out and cost that and get an extra draw from that. But that'd be a bit too busted because they both have barrier, but making it so your opponent kind of doesn't actively want to try and swing with anything that's a free cost could be a nice deterrent, but we'll see how beneficial that is. And you also got Babidi here being an on-play, like a searcher, where on-play look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can reveal up to 1 Majin Buu card, or a card with Wicked Soul and its special traits, add to your hand, and place the rest of it on the bottom of your deck in a random order. So another way to find your Majin Buu cards, like your SR and stuff like that, but also find his Wicked Soul cards, which would be like doesn't find Babidi here because he's just is evil wizard, but you can find his Wicked Soul cards, and there's a fair few of them in the set. Right, we've already seen most of them, like we've seen some of them like Pui Pui and stuff like that, and I think Spopovich. But we've got some other ones, like you've got Tabor here being a 3 cost 20k, 5k combo, and on play you can add it to 1 card from your knife to your hands to help your try and help your weaken get to flip from Babidi to Buu as quickly as possible. And then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less, and Wicked Soul and special traits from your hands, kind of spamming out morphing, kind of doing almost like a Raccoon, but for Wicked Soul stuff. And then also in Wicked Soul, you also have a fill card. So I think every color now has a fill card, because even black has a fill card. So every color now has a fill card, which is pretty nice. And you've got some more Wicked Soul cards. You have Yak on here, being a 2-cost 15k with 10k combo. He's a blocker, and also on play you add a card from your life to your hand. So more ways so you've got kind of the same thing like how you had with Jiren. You had the Casserole and Vaughn being a 2-cost spam or 3-cost kind of spam the board kind of thing, where a 3-cost takes a life and plays out 2-cost, and the 2-cost can take a life. Exact same thing here. Exact same thing here with the board being the exact same cost, exactly same in stats, both of them, just different characters and different colors, which is quite cool. And kind of I think there's been more, a little bit less, maybe in the same amount of range on the board than Yak and the Universe 11, but then with different kind of leaders. But they're still exact same combo, just in different colors and different characters. And then Yamu being the second cantrip for yellow, but just being a Wicked Soul, so kind of has that benefit. You can play at the end of turn from Boo, and then draw a card at the end of your turn, while also getting this cantrip out to combo with. And then you have this field card, being a 2-cost field card, Babidi Spaceship, Evil Wizard, Wicked Soul. And it's also this is one that's searchable from Babidi, which is quite nice there. Because it's an auto with your turn, once per turn, when your Babidi or your battle card with Wicked Soul and a special trait is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less, and they can switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So you've got a fill card where every time you play out one of your Wicked Soul cards, can choose one of your opponent's battle cards that's 4 or less, and basically freeze it, stun it for a turn. It's pretty nice, pretty useful. And since you can play one straight off Boo at the end of the turn, you can kind of do that during your turn no matter what, even for free, which is quite nice. And then we got some of the Majin boosts. We got also another Wicked Soul in this Vegeta as well. 2-cost skillless, 2-cost 20k skill, so never good one to play, and it's just a good one because it's a good cost, maximum power for its cost, 2-cost 20k. Also 10k combo as well. And we got some more Majin Buu cards. So we got a Majin Buu Pure Healer. So it's nice to see there's extra traits on the Majin Buu. So it's not going to be just Majin Buu, like Kid Buu and stuff. It might be just Majin Buu, or even like Kid Buu, sorry. But this might be this Majin Buu is Pure Evil, whereas like the other one might be Super Buu, and Kid Buu might just still be Kid Buu. But he's a 3-cost 20k with 5k combo. He's got critical, and when attacking, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards, which is rest mode. So kind of like the critical version of the freezer, really, because when attacking, you can rest one of your opponent's battle cards, which is rest mode, just like that. The other one just doesn't take a life, but it has critical, which is good pressure. And then Majin Buu being being one of the skillless. So yellow does have more skillless than I thought, but then it's Majin Buu, 4-cost 30k, take a combo. Then you got some more extra cards. We've got a few more extra cards, and you do have actually like a battle trick here for Majin. Sealed Majin, which you can potentially use up for use for the yellow Vegeta, because it's never combat trick. You can use defensively, but then you also got turn into candy as well. That's the name of it. These two being battle tricks. You got more battle tricks for the yellow Vegeta, which once again more things you get at that use your opponent's turn, the better it becomes. And they're all 1 cost as well. So you got turn into candy being a Majin extra, having 2 skills, have an active main where you kill one of your battle cards, and if your leader is a Majin Buu, you draw 2 cards, kind of kill one of your cards, which could trigger potentially if you've got any uncared effects, have them trigger. And then activate battle choose one of your leader or up to one of your battle cards, and it gets plus 15k power for the battle. So a nice little counter battle trick there. Then you got Energy Absorption, being an Earthling Wicked Soul card. With activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode, and it can switch to active mode in your opponent's next turn. And then if that card has a cost of 4 or more, you draw a card. So you got a kind of way to lock down your opponent's card and also draw a card back from it as well. Because if it's a high costing card, which you kind of want to do, then you not only lock it down, but you're drawing a card that replaces it, which could be very, very, very nice. Nice Wicked Soul card, so you can kind of find it off the Babidi. And then you've got Sealed Majin here, being a battle trick. Activate battle, choose your leader up to one of your battle cards, it gets 10k power for the battle. Then that card gets 5k power for the battle for each card with Wicked Soul and its special trait in the battle area. So you kind of have it with like if I look at the Yakon. Yakon's not as strong as the combo with like the kind of Raccoon Ginyu kind of combo, because it doesn't untap, but it can help you take 2 life. But then Yakon doesn't really put any pressure because it's 15k, so it doesn't threaten Awakened leaders or even 25k leaders. But Sealed Majin is kind of almost like the Ginyu Force battle trick as well, because it gives you 10k power, And then for every card with Wicked Soul and special traits in your battle area, so it does include leader, but battle area, if you've got a lot of Wicked Souls out, it gets even stronger, which could be nice, just as not more like a watered down Ginyu Force one. And then I think we got some I think we got to some of the last cards for yellow as well, and we got some nice ones here. So like some pretty nice yellow legacy support. So we got Goku and Vegeta here being very good with the Vegeta leader from set 2, and Metacaller kind of bringing more support to Metacaller, kind of doing like same thing that they've done in Yu-Gi-Oh, where they've done like one card in the set, and then over a few sets it kind of come together as like a little niche archetype. And they're kind of doing it. It feels like they're doing it with Metacaller. Every set will come out a Metacaller card to kind of make use of it, and this is a pretty nice one. So you got Goku and Vegeta here being free cost 25k cards that both have 5k combos, so exactly stats. Free cost 25k, 5k combo. Goku is a blocker with end of your turn effect, and both of them are end of your turn effects. So Goku's is end of your turn by paying 2. You draw a card and switches card to active mode. It's a blocker, so you kind of attack with it, have it defend yourself, and draw a new card. Whereas Vegeta is a little bit cheaper, end of your turn paying 1, and this allows you to make your leader 5k power, extra 5k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So make your leader 25k defensively, having this on board, which is really nice. So you play this out, swing with it, end of your turn, Vegeta allows you to untap 2, and in this end of your turn pay 1, and then make your leader 25k base until the end of your opponent's turn. So kind of the more you have these out, the more you get, stronger your leader gets. If you have 2 of these Vegetas out, then in turn you can pay 2 to make your leader a 30k base defensively, which is very, very nice. And then we come to the next cards. So then we got the last 2 cards being like the last little bit of legacy support being Bulma and Raccoon, because you got Bulma, pretty nice one, because you got a fair few extra cards, and this one is 1 cost, 5k power, 5k combo, activate main, switches card to rest mode, and up to 1 yellow extra card when it costs 2 or less from your drop to your hand. So you can get some pretty nice cards to come back with, so you can get some nice extra cards that kind of battle tricks. And this is pretty nice for Frieza, because you not only do you use Frieza to kind of withstand it, but you can use this as well to basically every turn get back 2 extra cards from your drop. Well, if you have 2 of them on board, get 2 extra backs from your drop, meaning like battle tricks, and then be able to basically restand these so you can use them over and over again as combo power, or then just to keep every turn getting back extra cards. And especially if you go for a Ginyu Force like spam focus with the Ginyu Force stuff, you can get back those we are the Ginyu Force. I can't remember what the name of it is. The extra card that gives the Ginyu Force battle trick, and keep using that over and over again to kind of get a huge boost, to kind of turn out big swings, or even put a lot of pressure on offensively. They grab them back to using defensively, which is pretty nice. And you got Raccoon being another card for Ginyu Force, which is a pretty nice one. It's a 2 cost 20k, unlike the last Ginyu card we got from the last set being a 2 cost 15k. But this one's a 2 cost 20k, so more non-Ginyu cards to find with that are Ginyu Force to find. 5k combo as well, which is not bad, but at least it's got combo power. And on play, you get a draw card, but then discard a card from your hand, so you can kind of draw a card and ditch a dead card from your hand. And then activate main, where you can switch this card to active mode. And if your leader is Ginyu, it has Ginyu Force, which is only Ginyu currently, in special traits, you switch 1 energy to active mode, so you can untap if you want. You can use this as a way to untap energy if you need more energy to do more things. If you're 1 energy short from like restanding everything, you can use Raccoon to just go switch, get energy back, then pay 3 to restand, pay 3 and discard 2 to restand everything, and it restands him. So you can even then use him to attack, because he's 20k, which is pretty nice, or use him again to kind of untap energy, so you've got at least 1 energy defensively for the turn after you've swarmed again. Really nice card. Looking forward to putting that more into Ginyu, and even just like playing Ginyu again. And then that brings us to black. So we got some black cards. We got some from the main set. We got some BR cards in Bardock BR, Goku Childhood BR, and Vegeta Childhood BR. So Vegeta is just a skillness. Goku is the cantrip, the main set cantrip for black. So once again, black also has 2 cantrips, and you got Bardock being a 2 cost 20k, 5k power. With a permanent where what is cards in a battle. If you have 2 or more cards in your combo, it gains an extra 10k power. So you can be So if you combo 2 cards and if you combo 2 cards at both 10k combo, he then gains a 10k power. It means that you got 50k on that swing, which is pretty nice for a 2 cost. Pretty nice. But then he's not a Bardock's crew, so he doesn't synergize well with the leader because he's a BR version and not, for some reason, not part of his crew. Just because I think if you see from the pick, he is fighting. It's when he's fighting Frieza at the end before his planet is destroyed. So even for some reason he's not in his crew then, but he is before. But it makes no sense really. Then you also got some of the niche cards. Like this is one thing I find with Fusion World is getting some niche characters that you didn't get in Masters, even if you've got loads. If you had 25 sets to put these in, but we get some characters we never had in there, kind of funny and kind of gimmicky and weird. You got Dr. Mew, who's already been in Masters for ages. One cost 5k power, 10k. Well, they're all yeah, he's a one cost 5k power with 10k combo. We can activate main with once per turn by paying 1 and discarding a card from your hand. If you don't have an energy marker, place 1 energy marker. So one of the many cards in black that kind of give you an energy marker, because black's gimmick seems to be essentially gaining energy marker back over and over again, which is pretty cool. And it's nice because it's like temporary ramp because you're ramping, but you're not getting it permanently because you're getting that 1 energy marker over and over again. But you're basically using that energy marker and getting it back for most effects. Then you have Doltaki. So this is the one of the characters that we haven't never seen in Masters so far, but we get him in Fusion World before you get him in Masters. When you think you get him in Masters before Fusion World, and after 3 sets as well. Because just like with the Power Bros, which we haven't seen in Masters, but we're looking forward to getting that forever. And yeah, we get Fusion World first. So he's pretty cool because he has a synergy with Lude here, being one of the skill lists for black. So he's a free cost, 5k power, 10k combo, and on play you can draw a card. Then if you remove the energy marker, he uses cards, player's card, so you do have to use the energy marker for this, but then you can gain it back using error effects. Then you get to play a Lude with a cost of 4 from your hand for free. So that's this Lude. So you can kind of nice combo there, but he doesn't offer any power. He does offer some good combo power, but you're paying 3, using a marker, drawing a card, and then playing out a skillless. So you're playing out a skillless cheaper, but then you're using up your energy marker, and you have to have this combo together. So it's not great, but it's an option. Then you got some other GT cards, and pretty nice. You got some more cards like Zunama, which you don't see. We haven't seen yet in. Well, I don't think we've seen yet in Masters, but we see in Fusion World. One cost 15k with 5k power, 5k combo, and on play, if you removed an energy marker to use this card, or basically which you use the same as play, then you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, which is rest mode. So kind of incorporating a bit of yellow. Like black seems to be all about like manipulating the energy marker, getting it back, like using up and getting it back, and getting benefits from if you use it, and then also having like kind of the same thing in kind of each other card, like bouncing back the hand, like KOing things, resting things, and stuff like that. Similar gimmicks from some of the other colors, but in black in all in one, which is pretty interesting. And then you have Legic, which is a pretty nice one. 2 cost 20k with no combo power, but he's a blocker, and he's got an effect for ending your turn. If you have an energy marker, switches the card to active mode, so you can kind of more benefits the energy marker, and this time being able to attack with a card, then have it restand to block, which is pretty cool, really nice, and good enough power to threaten anything that's not a 25k leader, which is good. Then you have Spaceship of Hope being like an extra card searcher, because it activates main / battle, so you can use it during your turn at any point, or during your opponent's turn during attacks. And it allows you to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then reveal any card that includes GT in its name, so it's actually got to have GT in its name, which is currently like more or less like saying things like Goku GT, Trunks GT, and things like that. And then add it to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in a random order. So you've got a good amount of searching depending how many GT cards you put in, but there are a fair few for the GT stuff from the like Z-Fires and stuff. Like speaking of some, we got even Pan GT. Like we got Pan in GT in here, because I think she is in Super stuff as well. So yeah, we've got her in GT just to clarify different errors. You've got Son Goku GT, Trunks GT, and Pan GT, the Galactic Explorers. And with Goku and Pan being both one cost with 5k combo. Goku is a 15k, whereas Pan is 5k. And also got Trunks here being a 3 cost 20k with 10k combo. And Trunks and Goku both have similar effects, basically. They both have a permanent, where during your turn, if you have an energy marker, they gain a certain amount of power, which Goku gains an extra 5k to bring it up to 20k for 1, whereas Trunks gains an extra 10k, bringing it up to a 3k for free. That's pretty nice. And Pan is also a never kind of searcher, but unlike the extra card searching for anything with GT, she searches for specific cards, being Goku and Trunks, because they're part of the Galactic Explorer trio. So she is a non-play. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal any card up to 1 Goku GT or up to Trunks GT. Add to your hand and place the rest of your bottom deck in a random order. So depending on how many GT and Trunks, or Trunks GT and Goku GT you put in your deck, the better options, she becomes the kind of search things, where the other one, the spaceship's more useful for any like just pure GT stuff. Then we have more GT cards in Bulma, Vegeta, and Goten. Pretty nice ones. So you got they also all have 10k combos. Pretty nice there, and they all split different costs. Like Bulma is a 1 cost 5k, Vegeta is a skillless, so he's a 3 cost 25k, and then Goten is a 2 cost 15k. Now Bulma was interesting because she is an activate main once per turn by paying 3, draw a card, and if you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. So you can even use her energy marker as part of the cost, like paying the energy marker as part of it. You draw one card, and because you no longer have an energy marker now, you get it back. So you kind of making use of that energy marker, get it back. So you kind of using up your energy, but then gaining energy marker back. So you've got an energy open that can't be interacted with whatsoever. Pretty nice way, and also draw more cards, but it's very costly at free cost, and you got to keep this one cost around. And you got Goten here, which also has a kind of stuff to do with an energy marker, because he's a 2 cost 15k, where when attacking, if you have an energy marker, you can choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 2 or less and KO it. So nice bit of removal, but it all revolves around having an energy marker, like most of Black stuff, which is very cool. But still, you have to, if you don't use the energy marker, just keep it around. You can keep attacking with this, popping anything 2 or less, and you also got a kind of same kind of thing in other effects. Also, here you have some more skillless and more cards. You got Hercule GT, Majin Buu GT, and Piccolo GT. Piccolo being just being a skillless, 2 cost skillless. Majin Blue being a 1 cost blocker, that's 5k power, 10k combo. And Hercule with the same stats, but instead having it on play. And that's if you have an energy marker. So once again, whole focus on energy marker. Add up to 1 non-Hercule GT card with a cost of 1 or less when you drop to your hand. So one of your cantrips, like your Bowman, things like that. So you've got pretty nice synergy. It just has to be a non-Hercule GT card. So it could be any other black 1 cost to your hand, which is quite cool. So yeah, got a lot of synergy for it. You just have the energy marker, which is easy to do. Just don't use it and keep it there. Or if you do use it, get it back. Which black has a lot of cards that kind of do that. Then you have some other cards and some like kind of ever niche stuff before we go into the starter deck cards that we didn't see. You got Golden Great Ape Goku here, 3 cost 20k with 10k combo, and it's got when attacking. If your leader is Son Goku GT, so never card that has a specific use with a certain leader, so it's a very leader specific card. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck and revolt to 1 Great Ape who gain intelligence, which I think is the extra card. Which, yeah, I think is the extra card, and it adds to your hand. So a very specific card, one of like a card you can only have 4 copies of. And then add it to your hand and place the rest of the cards on the bottom of your deck in a random order. So that's a really niche one. Probably not great, but yeah, it kind of gets more synergy with this staying on board, but it's not the greatest one. Also, the second Great Ape, the other Great Ape we know is in the Bardock deck. It's a 4 cost skillless, so more Great Apes, so maybe the Great Ape archetype can be in black instead of any other color. Then we got Tolo, especially since Bardock's crew is in black, and we'll hopefully see some more like ape forms from them. Then we got Tolo and Shield back from the Bardock saga, where Tolo being a 2 cost 10k with 10k combo, and Shield being a 3 cost 25k with 5k combo. And Tolo's got an on-play. We look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top of his owner's deck or in a drop. So either keep it there or basically ditch it. And it's got an activate battle where it switches card to rest mode. If you have 2 or more cards in your combo, you draw a card. So kind of way to draw if you want to. And it's a pretty nice one because you can always keep it there and active. It's not got the best stats or cost. But if your opponent doesn't remove it on their last swing, which you can only see on its last swing, you can use this to combo 2 cards to combo out and switches to rest mode to draw a card. And if you're using cards to kind of combo out swings, kind of holding off, you can use it to kind of recuperate and make it so you're losing yet less, or digging for your deck deeper, which is quite cool. If you have multiple of these on board, you can kind of like plus off that, or even make go equal combo in 2 and rest in 2 of these to kind of draw cards like that. You have Chilled, which just has a 1 KO'd. If you have an energy marker, draw 1, which is great. If you keep an energy marker, you can kind of spam these out, and if they get KO'd, you draw on a card, and you're still putting out 3 cost 25k, which threatens any leader as long as it's not boosted. And we got secret rares. So the secret rare we got here. So we got 2 secret rares in the set. One having just 1 art, with the other one having 2 arts, as you can guess from the card here. This is Gohan, the green secret rare, so Green getting a second secret rare. And it's, well, another Gohan secret rare as well, so Green getting 2 Gohan secret rares, but this one's a little bit cheaper, more of a focus on Piccolo. And it's not the one that gets the second art. But it's a 2 cost 20k with no combo power. A permanent where during your turn, if you have 8 or more energy, your leader gets 20k power, which is a huge buff. And it's not too easy. Well, it's not too bad to get 8 or more energy in green. It's quite easy to do that. But there's also another way to ramp as well, because it's a 1 attacking once per turn by paying 2, and a top card of your deck to your hand in energy in rest mode. And it's also got the Earthling and Saiyan trade, so it's searchable for the Earthling and Saiyan ones. And unfortunately, there is that Chi-Chi 1-drop that searches for stuff, but unfortunately, it's the Gohan Youth, not a Gohan Childhood. So you can't search for her because she only searched for the childhood one because he was a childhood back to the Cell Saga, which is when the Chi-Chi's from. But you got the art here being just normal Gohan on the left, and you got the alt art being the Gohan when he's in like, I don't know where this art is. Like it's just a niche one, like the feathered Goku God Rare look from the for the Masters one. If it's just like a special kind of look to them from a special anime bit, but yeah, that's the alt art. And then the other secret rare we get is the Son Goku GT. So we get Son Goku GT for the black secret rare. So black get a secret rare, obviously, because it's just brand new, so it needs to have a secret rare. Because it cannot, well, it could not be one of the secret rares for this set, since black is just making its debut in the set. But it's the one that also gets the God rare, or the alt art. So it's got an alt, it gets the, on the left, from the left to right, it's got the normal rare, and it's a 4 cost 30k with like 3 specified black. With 2 effects, well, when attacking once per turn, if you don't have an energy marker, you gain an energy marker. And in the end of your turn, if your energy marker is removed from the game during this turn, so you basically since you're going to be gaining an energy marker if you don't have one, you might as well use it. And then, if it was removed from the game during this turn while he's been out, then you draw a card. So you can basically play it, use it, then swing, gain the energy marker back, and end the turn, draw 1 because you use up the energy marker. Pretty nice there. 4 cost 30k is not too bad as well. Kind of same kind of stats to the red one as well, with pretty good effects. And then it goes from the left to right being the normal art, middle one being the alt art, and then the one on the right being the alt art, like the god rare that we've had from each set. So if you're interested in this one, like the art looks pretty cool. I probably prefer the alt art rather than the alt art, but alt art's going to be a lot more expensive than the everyone's. And then we got the reprint alts as well. So we get 3 cards, and then our free like reprinted cards with alts, and that is the 3 cost Gohan from set 1. That is a rare. That also had a reprint in the Judge pack as well. So it's reprinted as a Judge pack. So we got that there. We got the 2 cost 30k Trunks. That was from set. I think it was also from set 1. Yeah, it was also from set 1, so they're all from set 1, or from the set 1 era from the starter deck and stuff. You got this one, which I think also had an alt art as well in a TP. I think it was either in the TP or something else. It might be the TP. It had both the normal TP alt art and then the winner alt art. So once again, a second reprint of these ones that I didn't need it. I don't know why they were selected. And then Chile also getting an alt art, which also once again is another card that was reprinted in the got a full art from the special pack for the starter deck. Got a never reprint in the Judge pack, which you can get different kind of rarities of it, being like an event head judge and things like that. And now it's getting alt art. Like, while these alts are better, still your reprint is basically reprinted cards that aren't in high demand. These are not cards that are in high demand, and while they are nice alt arts, they've already been reprinted way before this, but now they're reprinted with newer art, and it's kind of like they're not great reprints like the alt arts of the battle tricks. Like, those are all nice ones because they're really nice looking, like very nice looking arts. Plus, there are relevant cards that you can use. Where these are like all cards that probably China is the only one that's kind of majorly used off, like most often. It's a super combo. It's more synergy, has more synergy in yellow. Whereas the other ones aren't always used, even though the art is quite nice. So it's like really weird picks. The band always do this for their games. Well, I don't know if they've done it for the other card games, but for Dragon Ball games, they've always done it. Weird picks for the alt arts, but these are what you get. So feel free to go neg, get these from your box, but then hopefully you don't get these because they're just rares and commons with a nicer alt art, but they're not as great as the battle trick ones. Then we also got the starter deck. So there's some starter deck cards we didn't see from the Barnet starter deck, and this has gone for a while because it's a lot. It's a huge dumpster to find. We're trying to go for it properly. We got Fash as the second cantrip. Well, the starter deck cantrip, like every starter deck got a cantrip. Fash is the one for Barnet's crew. Pretty nice one. Just play, draw a card. Tor being a very nice self-awakener as well for Barnet's crew. 2 cost 20k, 5k. And then when attacking, you can add 1 card to your life to your hand, so self-awakening. And then look at the top card of your deck. Now replace it on top of his owner's deck or on his owner's drop. So you can kind of see if it's a Barnet's crew. Either keep it there or mill it. You got Borgus being a 1 cost skillless. So these are all more Bartlett's crews. So you're going to want to put as many Bartlett's crew to get more benefit off the Bartlett leader. But they are the other ones we haven't seen. We kind of saw them from the trailer a little bit. We haven't had them revealed properly because Bandai just kind of went halfway through the set and thought, let's give up on this and just go on for and do a little bit of the main set, showing off more of the sparkly things and then dump everything. That's what Bandai seemed to do with this game. And you got the other ones, so you got a never Bartlett's crew that we won't reveal in Sugesh, being a 2 cost skillless. And you also have Dodoria and Nappa in His Adolescence as some of the other cards. So Dodoria, he's a 2 cost 15k, take a combo, and then auto during your turn, once per turn. When you use a card in the combo while this card is in the battle, you draw one card. And since you're going to normally want to be comboing up when your opponent's awakened, doing it on this one means you're comboing up the push pressure and also drawing a card to replace the card you're comboing, so you combo technically for free. And if you use a box leader and hits the box screw, you basically combo for absolutely free and plussing by 1 rather than just replacing the card you're comboing from your hand. And you got Nappa here, who's a 1 cost 15k, 5k combo, with a permanent while this card is in the battle. If you have a card in your combo area, it gets 5k power. So if you swing with this in combo, you basically it goes at 20k for just 1 energy, and then you got the more power on the combo. Like, Black seems to be very aggressive with his effects at that, which is pretty nice. And then the last two we got is a 2 cost 15k crit Vegeta, which kind of all colors have. It's like 2 cost crit, that's 15k. And then we have the a field card, well, the field card for Black being 1 for Bonus Crew. Because if you don't remember what the Bardock wants to do, is he wants to kind of have a Bardock top of your deck, so you can look at the top card of your deck and combo with it once during your turn, which is pretty nice. And kind of you want to kind of find a way to kind of look at your opponent, look at the top card of your deck and make sure it's a Bardock's Crew. And you can do that through this because it's a 1 cost fill card with activate battle, where you switch this card to rest mode. And look at 2 cards from the top of your deck and place them on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you can kind of put them on top. And depending on what you want to do, if you're going to attack with your leader first, you can put the one that you want to draw into on top, and then put it so it's the one you want to draw on top, the one you want to combo with after. That's the Bardock's Crew. So you can swing the lead, draw a card, then combo with the Bardock's Crew. Or if you're going to combo first and then swing your leader after you've comboed, then you can put it that way. You basically your choice, but you can't just put one on bottom, one on top. You have to put them both on top or both on bottom. And then we got the alt arts, so we kind of like the alts for the starters, because remember you get that pack with the starter deck, and you get these alts. So like you got 7 cards in there, like a pack, 1 to 7 options, and you get full arts of them. So you either get a full of the SRs like the everyone's did, super combo, or the other cards in there, even the battle trick as well. So you got the potential of getting a full art of the super rare, being either the Bardock 5-drop or the 1-drop Kakarot. The battle trick, Rising Resistant Destiny, which is a pretty good battle trick. Gohan is a super combo, or you get the options of potentially whiff and get a neg from getting either Nappa, Vegeta, or Frieza. So 4 potential good hits, and then 3 not great hits, but you have to roll that dice and hopefully get lucky. Not only that, but we also have the pre-release. Remember, this one has got to start like when what has been so far with these this game is when there's a starter deck out with the same set, then it has a pre-release because you play out using the starter decks and have a pre-release of it. But if there is no starter deck coming out of it, you have a release, which then you play using either constructed or with drafting the set, or playing sealed with the set, which is not great because you don't have that kind of freedom of mixing colors. But then because this one has a starter deck, you have a pre-release. You buy a starter deck, play using the starter decks, and then you get these promos. You get the non-gold one for entry, and if you win, you get the golden one, so the more shiny one. And the previous promo for this set is, for the third set, is a Bardock, so never Bardock's Crew you can have for your deck, and it's a Bardock card as well. So it's a 2 cost 15k with ticket combo, a permanent where while this card is in a battle, if you have a card in your combo area, it gets 5k power, so that's both during your opponent's turn or during your turn whenever he's in battle. And on play, you can add a top card of your deck to your hand, so you can awaken, which you want to do as early as possible. So that way, you can go ahead and flip over to your better side on Bardock, where you get the swing and more power by drawing a hand, basically gain 5k, and also being stronger inherently, and also having that free combo during your turn. So that's pre-release. And then also, with the pre-release as well, you do get a promotional pack. And from set 1, you get 1 of 5 cards. You get like 5 cards in it, so 1 for each color. But red got a second one, and then you get potentially one of the 5 cards. You have I think for set 1, I can't remember. I just remember there being 2 reds cards, being the Goku and the event. But you had the 5 options, and then you get 1 card in the pack, and you can be one of those 5 cards. But Bandai kind of fixed that with set 2. Where with the set 2 kind of same promotional pack, instead of getting 1 of the cards, which in that second pack, which is 1 of 4 cards, you get all 4 cards in that pack. And they're doing the same as they did set 2 with set 3. So instead of set 1 where you would have got 1 of these cards in that pack, in set 3 you get one of each in your pack. So you open one of each in your pack. So you're guaranteed to get a Jiren, a Gohan, a Piccolo, a Boo, and Trunks. And these are pretty nice ones because they're all like support for their decks. Because you got Jiren being a free cost 25k, 5k power, or 5k combo, sorry. With a permanent where during your opponent's turn he gains 5k power, so it's a 30k during your opponent's turn. And then on play, you can add to one card from your life to your hand, so you get more Self-Awakening and a pretty nice card for the Jiren deck. Then you got Gohan for the blue one, being a free cost 20k with 5k combo. With an on play, where if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 2 cards, then place 1 card from your hand on top of your owner's deck. So you can kind of set up a Sit-in City card being on top of your deck, ready for any shenanigans with that. And you got Piccolo being a 4 cost 25k with 5k combo, and its effect is a permanent where if you have 8 or more energy, he gains double strike. So he's like a cheaper double strike, which is something that Red had, but unfortunately, unlike Red, you can't cheat out for 1 like Red could. But then you do have to have 8 or more energy to gain double strike, which is easy enough to do for yellow. And you're paying out a 25k double striker on 4 energy, and then being able to swing with it and then put some combo power on, which is almost as bad as Red, but yeah, and it can be searched for by Kame, so it's a more Piccolo targets. Then you got Majin Buu here being a 2 cost 20k with 5k combo, and it's got effect for 1 KO. You can discard 1 card from your hand and play this card from your drop in rest mode. So it does kind of the same thing as the blue one. Well, no, sorry, it's the SR, but the SR is a 3 cost 25k with barrier and same effect. So this kind of does the exact same thing, but this can be removed by different effects without being KO'd, whereas the barrier one can't because it's protected from barrier. And then finally for the black one is a 2 cost 15k, 10k combo, blocker, and a permanent where during your opponent's turn, if you have an energy marker, this card gets 10k combo or 10k power. So during your opponent's turn, if you have an energy marker, it's a 25k blocker, which kind of falls in line with some of the other blockers we kind of had for some of the other colors like red and blue, which in a certain niche being their kind of identity is kind of niche, like red being a of just blocking, gaining power, whereas the blue one being a certain amount of cards in hand, you gain a boost on your blocker. So it's pretty nice. But it's nice that you get guaranteed one of each of these cards in your pack, so you can go to a pre-release, put you out a pre-release 4 times and get a place of each of them. And then we got also more promos. Here we go into the load of promos we get for the next few events. Like here we have the Ultimate Battle cards. So these are the promos for the Ultimate Battle. Like with the last one, we had Frieza for participation. Well, no, Frieza for top 8. And then the Vegeta for winning. Here we have these two as promos, and Khalifa is the card you get for top 8, and Vegito is the winner one. So these are the basic promos you're basically trying to get hold of for the second series of Ultimate Battle cards. So look out, or from the Ultimate Battle event. So look out for that. And then for entry, you get a Vegeta and a Goku here. So you get a 2 cost Vegeta here, which is 2 cost 20k, 5k. Where on play chooses one of your opponent's battle cards. So it's rest mode. It's a Wicked Soul, but it's not one you really want to play out off of. Well, no, could be one that works pretty well with the Majin Buu card because you can play this out for the end of the turn from Buu, rest one of your opponent's battle cards, and then use because you've played out a Wicked Soul card, trigger the field effect to kind of lock it down, basically pin it down if it's a 4 cost or less. So pretty nice synergy there. And also 20k card is a good way to pressure. And then you got the Goku GT here, being a 4 cost 30k, 5k combo, where on play, this card gets 5k power for the turn, so it goes to 35k for 4. And if you played an energy mark, if you don't have an energy marker, maybe you used it to play this or didn't have one to begin with, you gain an energy marker. So pretty nice there. Pretty nice cards to boost for yellow and for black. Just no benefit from green in the Ultimate Battle. So yeah, green don't get a benefit from this one. But those are the cards you get from the Ultimate Battle, with the other 2 being the top 8 and winner promos, whereas these 2 being the participation ones. Not only that, we also have the TPs, so the locals from the TP tournament pack promos. So once again, you get never 8 cards in it, and from your pack you get, I think you get 2 cards from each pack. I think for the TV cards, I think you get 2 cards from each pack. I think it is. I can't remember, it's 1 now. It's been a while since I've gone at locals, but I think it's 2 for the energy. I think it's 2 for the energy marker packs, but it's 1 for the normal TP. So you get 1 of these. So you either get an alt art of the 2 cost Dispo, an alt art of the it's over. It is over extra card for a red. You can get a alt art of the Great Saiyaman's skillless. Alt art of the you prefer goes with short hair, with like Videl actually have short hair. Or you get the other one, or you get one of the other ones being an alt art of the 8-drop Cell, the 3-drop Raditz, the Deborah, or the 2-cost Bardock BR. So remember, the TPs aren't brand new cards like the Iron Masters. There's alt arts of cards you get in the main set, but you can get them in different arts, some of them potentially winner promos. And the winner ones for this set are It's Over, the extra card, Great Saiyaman, the skillless card, Cell, the is it Cell? Yeah, because it's the full art, and then Deborah as well. So the winner ones for set 3 are It's Over, Great Saiyaman, Cell, and Deborah. So one each of the main sets. You do get a black winner TP card, which is not this set, which is the same. You would have thought you would get one, but the main colors do. And that's what you got for locals winners. And not only that, you also get event promos with the second lot of regionals, which I think start in kind of for August, or I think they're between August and November. You get the same thing you got from the set for the first lot of them, where you got 2 cards in the pack, 1 foil. No, yeah, you get 2 cards in the pack. You get 1 non-foil and 1 gold foil. Well, no, 1 normal foil, like silver foil, and 1 gold foil. And you've got some quite a few options. Remember, they're all reprints as well. Just they got they're completely alt art. Well, yeah, alt art from the original one, and also you can get them in shiny gold as well. So you got for the red one, it's the Goku, the U7-1 that can basically, when it swings, gains and you got 30k power in your battle. You draw 1. You got the Hercule, which allows you to do it when attacking. Reduce the cost per summon by 2 if you reveal Satan City card on top of your deck. So these are the arts there. You also have Cell Games Arena is one of them. So Cell Games Arena and Days Training being the green ones, the extra cards. So you got the Cell Games Arena card for Cell, which takes out the whole Cell Games art from the fill card and puts it with Cell instead, which is a pretty weird one. You got Days Training just having a more like better look of Gohan, just like better art and then a more full art as well. And then you also have Babidi, so you have a better look of Babidi, and even really nice when it's full art and gold as well. And you have Trunks for the black one as well, being the one that gains 10k power if you have an energy marker during your turn. And then Babidi being the Barrow one. And I think there are more. Yeah, we got 2 more as well, being more black ones as well, because black needs more cards. You got the 1-drop Search of Pan as well for the one of the black ones, looking pretty nice so far. And then you get Some Final Battle being the field card from the star deck with a different art as well, using Bardock with his about to do a Spirit Cannon rather than basically being killed by, about to be killed by Frieza. So those are those ones, and that is it, I think, for the set for the promos as well. So, yeah, so those are all the cards we get for this one, and yeah, so a lot of information today, like a lot of information has gone for a while, but it's a huge event done, and we not only got all the rest of the cards that we did not see from the reveals of set 3, but also the TPs, the winner TPs, the rest of the starter deck cards, and also even like the cards we're getting in the upcoming second wave of Ultimate Battle cards, and even second wave of regionals. So that's it from me today. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.